We're live. It's Coding with Fire. I'm EJ.
And I'm Ian.
And every time I say that now, I flash back to the time where I said that I was Ian, and I have to put a lot of conscious effort into saying my name correctly.
That's how it is these days.
So, how are you doing? How are things on the West Coast, Ian?
Not great, not great. Um,
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, it's pretty hard to breathe outside. Most places on the West Coast, I think. So I guess part of the coping mechanism stuck inside is trying to see what's happening, right? Like visualize what we can, trying to understand, what's happening around us.
Is that what you've
So
been doing?
that is, yeah, I think, and it's been cool since we did this last week, right? Which was using data that I had streamed with Anjana on the observable stream about the historic purple air sensor data. And yeah, the community has just been really fun around this. Like Maya she followed along and made a Voronoi, which I got up over here, which looks pretty sweet. And it's animated too.
Oh, that looks sick.
Yeah.
This is
So
the
it's
one she tweeted
pretty,
a GIF of, right?
yeah, I believe so. Yeah. And yeah, yeah, it looks awesome. Which I guess is a silver lining of what's going on, I suppose.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, at least there's enough.
yeah,
At least there is data, and at least you can sort of get a sense of. Well, you are even talking about using it, using maps like this to figure out routes to drive out, or I mean, like where do you go? I saw people on Twitter talking about like where do you go to breathe clean air. Yeah, I mean, so making maps like I
yeah,
mean, the answer is nowhere. I mean, if you look,
right. Like how far do you have to go? It's like pretty damn far now.
yeah.
Um, yeah. So
And then you made a notebook
um,
collecting all of your like air quality maps together, right?
that is a great point. Yeah. Where did I do that? Air
Where did you do
quality.
that, Ian?
So I believe, yeah, I have a collection here. I can put this link. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to put stuff in the chat. So let me go grab Maya's notebook as well. Share that.
There we go.
Send that to folks. And I guess, yeah, I can share. This was last week's output.
That was fun.
Yeah, so that was, yeah, so it's been this doing these notebooks has been helpful, kind of get a sense like looking back, like the air quality data is all sort of the last 10 days or so is how that works right now. So you kind of get a sense of what just happened, and then there's smoke forecasts, right? There's like these satellite models based off satellite images, and I was trying to see what's going to happen and trying to be like, okay, like what's it looking like right here, for the next day, next 24 hours.
Interesting.
Um, yeah.
How precise are
So
those for? Is it like 10 meter? Like how detailed can you know?
there's like it's wait, no, I do it in this workbook I worked out, because basically you load an image, like this is an
Right, I saw
image,
that, and
and
you
then you,
pull out like the pixel value, right?
yeah, you break it down. I don't know, this one's taking its time to load. Um, but yeah, so I don't know exactly the answer to your question, how big each pixel is, sort of, when it's projected. But I think I'm like re-rendering it. This is a canvas version of that data, like reprojected
Interesting.
with
Yeah,
different color
I don't.
scales.
That's we keep getting running into this problem where like we want to make data viz about like what's going on in the world, but what's going on in the world is really depressing, so we end up making really depressing data viz.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, so that's what we were talking about today, right? Like, it's you had this idea for the timer for the show, right? And we had seen this great library. I don't know. Do you want to pull up Q5?
I mean,
Um,
I've literally have done zero research on it before this moment. I guess I'll Google Q5JS. I know nothing other than it shares a letter with P5JS, which I am familiar with.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you shared like the announcement with me, and then I clicked through and I searched some stuff like you're doing,
Well, who somebody
and it's
recommended it on
really,
Twitter. We should give them a proper shout out because I think
yeah,
that's how I originally saw it. Is somebody was like, "Oh, you should use Q5," and I don't know what that is. It says it's lightweight and fast. Into it.
yeah,
Mostly, I just want to be able to draw ellipses like this. That's the whole. Every time I bring it up, is because we have to do that circle math.pi times 2 garbage, which I'm like fundamentally and morally opposed to. I hate it every time. So you can just do an ellipse with the x, y radius, and then I don't know what the fourth one is.
yeah. I mean, I'm with you, man. I think it's the two radiuses of the
Of the ellipse? Yeah,
ellipse, right?
that makes sense. You're smart.
I don't know. We'll try it, but
So,
I haven't
no,
actually
you
used
skipped
it.
ahead. So, like, shout outs to everybody for making cool stuff, making cool maps. I think that in the goal of staying sane and not making depressing maps or visualizations, that I think we're gonna do some like meta visualization and try and make a timer for the show that we'll later use to sort of like, set like a 15-minute, half an hour deadline to make stuff, or maybe we'll do races, or maybe we'll do little contests where people in the chat or people on Twitter can try and make things in like a 15-minute, 30-minute deadline, which I've seen like other, like Kenny Beats does this for like he does beat contests. It'd be cool to make little fork contests or, just have the other reason that we thought about doing this is like we've been editing down the show and realizing how hard it is to turn like a 3 hour video into something that's interesting or useful. So I think maybe trying to work towards things quicker or in, hour or 30-minute increments so we can try and get it'll be more interesting to watch, I think, or just a different way to
Yeah,
work. But to do any of that, the first thing we have to do is make a timer, I think, right? Before you can time anything.
yeah.
I mean, we could
Hmm.
just put it on our iPhone, but I don't think that's very cool. So I think we have two different interests. We want to try Q5. We want to make a timer. Might as well put those things together and make a timer with Q5, right? That's how my
Yeah,
brain
and it's
works.
I think it's also we always like you had those ideas you want to draw the circles and we have to do weird math.py stuff. Like I think having the timer, like those numbers representing the time left and visualizing them in totally different ways and having fun with that will also just be like visually interesting and something to explore. And yeah, and oh yeah, hell on earth is says hi cool P5. Exactly, right? So P5 has a lot of interesting examples and we can look up how to do certain things too, right?
I took the
So
emphasis different. He said, or they said, hi, cool P5, which is what Q5 is. It's P5, but cool.
no, I think P5 is cool too, but this is definitely easier to use inside observable as well as yeah.
And why is that? It's because they do their loop, their like draw loop in a different way that makes more observable sense. That's what I gathered from it.
Yeah, yeah, I think
Okay.
it's like yeah, no, I mean you don't you basically there's two things like very like code specific, right? Like scoping stuff where you create the Q5 thing and then if you want to do stuff like in observe we can like keep yielding something. So it's gonna loop forever and it's just gonna like keep going.
Right.
Like you make it that's the draw loop you're talking about, right? Like you can do that all in one place. Whereas I think with P5's API, you had to like do a setup call and then a draw call, and like kind of
Oh, sick. Yeah, yeah.
it'd be
This makes way
harder
more
to pull stuff
sense.
out. Like yeah, so like you can pull things out of this algorithm and sort of.
Okay, sorry. I asked you the
Um,
question before reading
yeah.
the document that explained it, but basically, yeah, exactly what you're saying. Like in P5, you would have to do functions inside of functions, but in Q5, you can just define the functions inside them anywhere you want, and then when it calls it, it uses them, which makes sense to my brain, I guess.
Hmm.
So, all right. And then the other thing that you had mentioned is that we can use D3 has some like time helpers that might aid us in our
Hmm.
journey. Is that just D3 time? Is there some
Yeah.
V6? I love the title. What does it
It's
say? It has a calculator for humanity's peculiar conventions of time, which I think is superb and accurate.
Yeah, there's like these nice things like offset or range where you can essentially you always end up with things where you're like, oh, I want something for the next an hour from now or like 10 days from now, or I want every hour for the next 10 days or the last 10 days or something like that, right? Like
All right.
if you're trying to visualize stuff over time.
So let me
Yeah.
talk in words exactly how I want our timer. So basically, we want to set like the end time, right? Somewhere, whatever it is, and then
Right.
like whoever goes to that page, it automatically shows and counts down to that time. And then we'll point the OBS in it. How do you describe the second thing in a way that makes more sense than what I just said? You like
Well, so that sounds like a job for Firebase. Is that what you're
no,
saying?
no,
Like,
I'm not saying that at all. I don't think.
oh, well, I guess you could use the hash URL. You could like make it a particular URL. So that's like
Yeah,
it just calculates whatever the end time
I was thinking it's
set.
just like
You can
it's
set the
a
URL.
cell in a notebook. It's just like end time is like a UTC time. Isn't there like a
Oh, and
calendar
if you just
picture?
republish, it changes it to that.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
interesting.
I didn't get that far, but yeah. So we have three different options. So we can set the end time in an observable cell. We can set it in Firebase, or we can set it in the URL hash. I'm biased towards the one I suggested. That's how ideas work.
All right, let's do the one that you. We'll start with that because I think it can always progress in, yeah,
Great.
how generally available we want it to work, right? Like it's just a little bit more. Um,
So we're doing an observable
yeah, right.
cell. That's what you agreed to.
Yes, yeah,
End
and
time.
time.
Yeah. Set the deadline time. Is that
Set
better?
the end time.
So we're gonna set the deadline time, and then we're gonna count down on load, like on page load countdown to deadline time, and then bonus will be like perform like animate tick of countdown to deadline time. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes. What are we calling it? Oh, hello, Maya.
Oh, yeah, shouts out to Maya in the chat. Thanks everyone for hanging out. So we're gonna build a timer tonight. That's
Let's do
that's
it.
that's the name of the game with Q5.
Yeah.
So have
So
you
I
ever used
guess
Q5 before?
no.
Okay, me
The
neither.
most I've seen is this notebook basically, and I
Okay.
figure a place to start.
All right. Well, we super don't need
Um,
it yet. In my heart of hearts, I
right.
want to include moment because we're working with time. But you're telling me that we don't need it. We just need D3 time.
Yeah. I think because well, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't. I think that there's a couple methods. D3 time doesn't have that many things, but the things that it does have are what you often kind of want to do when you're doing like a little bit of date math, right? So
Well, and then the other thing that I want is like, do they have one of those fancy observable view ofs for a date? like for a little I guess
Ooh,
a date and
like a
a time,
calendar.
yeah, or something like that. You know.
Yeah, we could look. We could look.
Okay, so we need
Um,
like observable date time picker. Oh, we're gonna pick like no, too fancy, so fancy.
this isn't a view of, but you could make it into one. This is a lot. But
That is a lot.
no, I think we just do this. Like we just say like end time is, and it's now.
Yeah, plus an hour.
Copy this, and we just like
Oh,
manually
wow, you're.
set it.
This is why I like you. This is some real hacker shit. Great,
So
killing the game.
yeah, and I guess the way you could do that as well, I guess with the D3 one, what I think it's D3 dot time hour, and I think you do now one.
So that's in 1 hour.
Or is it 19? Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So it's the same thing. This is basically saying an hour from now.
okay, yeah, that makes
But
sense. And then you just copy that string. We're calling
yeah,
them.
you could do that,
We're,
or we could use it throughout the notebook as just like, I think when this is only going to run once, hopefully. So when someone loads the notebook, they'll get a timer that's going to count down to an hour from now.
doesn't everything that okay? Sure, I trust you. I thought that everything that depends on it would reload or cause it to reload. I have no idea. What are you
Shit,
doing now, buddy?
there's no
What's
minutes.
happening now?
I'm doing a 15-minute time end time.
Oh, cool.
So it's like the same pattern, right? So
That's fun.
yeah.
Hey, I want
All
to
right.
edit this.
So
This would make a way better object. That's what I think. Is this in our team notebook situation? Is it
yeah,
fully
I
shared
can.
with me?
I'll also.
I want everybody to know that we spent a
It's
whole
gonna look the
episode
same.
last time with me failing, unable to edit the thing, and apparently it was just a box that
That's
needed
my
to be
bad.
checked. I think that
I
Ian
just
was
need to.
hazing me.
Yeah. Share.
Sick. Because I think these would make. We'll just call it, and we don't call them end times anymore. We call them deadlines.
All right. What do we want to do next with this? So we know when we want it to be. So I guess we want a loop that's sort of like figuring out how far away whatever time it is right now inside that loop is from the end time or deadline.
How come it doesn't like.
So I'm gonna go to the Q5 because they have this like pattern of yielding something. So I just want to like copy this, delete everything, and then use it. But I gotta get Q5 over here. So
I just had a problem, and then Observable gave me a little magic wand button, and I clicked it, and it fixed the problem. So, shout
nice.
outs to whoever did that. It was great. I loved it. Also, can I
Oh
get rid of
yeah.
your word deadline end time too? These are the stressing variables
Yeah,
you
yeah,
made.
go ahead. You can get rid of it.
Jeez
You can get rid of it.
Louise,
Yeah,
dark stuff.
not bad, dude. I want a height, a typical height. How?
Like,
Let's make it small for now.
all right. You're already in Q5? Okay, so we know how long of...
Well, I haven't done much yet. Yeah, I'm just
So,
copying one of the cells over.
do we... Okay, how... Mechanically, how do we count down? Do you just set an interval that is 1,000? Do you do a request animation frame that checks what second it is?
Sorry, say that again.
Okay, do you want to do, like, set interval? Like, where the value is a second? Or do you, like, do a request animation frame and then check the time?
So with this yielding thing, it's basically like doing a set animation frame for you.
What?
Like you're just doing it in the loop. So everything that happens here is just going to happen like as
All the
fast as it
time.
can, but like at a steady rate.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you just check what time it is now.
Yeah, so if you said like now is new date.
Oh, so we just want to make text. So how do we make text in Q5? I'll find that out while you do whatever.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know. Yeah. So the diff would be like we have deadlines. One. Did you do 15M or something? So we want to have the difference between these two. I don't know if D3. And then filter offsets for I guess you could just
I put a word in there.
Word. Let me see. Where'd you do that?
Online, I can't tell you.
Got it. I need a difference between two dates. Maybe this is where moment shines, right?
What? It's moment time?
I think it might be.
That's what I thought in the beginning. So why tell the people why moment is better than D3 time for the task? Because we want to know how many seconds between now and our deadline.
Yeah. So I think it's just that it's going to be exactly the API that I want for this problem, right? Like for this thing we're doing. So I'm going to go in the cell here. So if I say now is the current time and we have the deadline, so diff is I guess I need to say moment. So we need to require moment.
How do I'll try and do that. Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
I think, yeah. And we want moments, deadlines, 15-minute, seconds. Oops. So I want to say okay, I have to like clear the background.
Oh,
okay,
sick.
this is counting down.
This is going great.
How do you make the font bigger?
That's exactly what I was wondering. I'm gonna just make these numbers bigger until things get better. All right, I'll figure it out in a better way. Font text size. Q5.text size. There we go. How do you like that? Pretty good, huh? Pretty great.
Yeah. Can you move it down?
I'm trying. It's not working.
I'm just gonna publish it.
No, don't publish it like
People
this.
Yeah.
No, it's not ready. No, stop. God damn it.
Oh, that's the beauty of it. You can publish it again and again.
Can I do Q5.fill? There we go. We don't want any strokes. No strokes. So this is how many seconds? Right. This is almost like a clock. This is like a clock for robots.
Yeah, and I can edit something. So I think if we just get the minutes as well, same way.
Oh, that's fun. I see what you're saying. Do it in a different cell, you crazy person.
Do it in a different. Okay.
Because then I can still do fun things.
Oh, I broke both of.
Oh god. Oh jeez.
Why did that? Oh, there's two of them.
Oh, it also has to be in the while true. I was full. I'm sorry. Don't do what I said. Hey, you made two.
Sorry, yeah.
Is this one for me?
The top one's yours.
Sick.
I think. Yeah.
Sick. What's 10 seconds? Nobody wants to say that anymore.
All right, and so I'm gonna take diff seconds, second hand. So I want diff seconds minus diff minutes times 60. All right, so 6 minutes and 21. Okay. They're quite. I want to do the zero padding thing. The deadline was at the 7. Oh no, 15 is 6:36. So yeah, there's about 6 minutes left. I guess I need a.
Oh, I just realized that I'm looking at a thing that's counting down. What are we? We didn't decide what it's counting down to.
It is not zero pad. So I guess what we kind of want. Actually, I mean, I can easily give you. It's just like these 3 lines basically give you the minutes. So the minutes in the second hand. If you wanted the 2 different numbers.
Wait, I didn't look at yours at all. Oh, you made a clock. Okay, so way to make a clock down there, buddy. That's what clocks look like.
Yeah. Yeah. But I always like to have a simplest thing I can on the screen. I guess this seconds, straight up seconds, is great. It's very
Mine's sort of interpretive.
simple too. So text size returns the current font heights. If you use a different font height, it will still plop onto the canvas.
I don't understand what I'm being told.
I don't know either. But I mean, we kind of did the thing.
Yeah, you sure made
right?
a clock.
Like we have what we need. But I mean, in terms of like, we wanted to have a timer.
Oh yeah. Oh, you made a timer.
Set,
is that it?
To a particular time.
Oh right. Okay. So you're saying we've mise en place our timer, and what we should do is set another timer, and we should have 15 minutes to make the coolest. Oh, you're fucking. What the fuck happened now? What's this shit?
Oh yeah, I never figured out the zero pad thing. You think I should do that first? That's the thing, right? But I like the idea of setting it. Like, let's get 5 minutes. Let's put a 5-minute timer on. I'm gonna fix the zero padding thing. Probably shouldn't take that long, but.
Wait, so we're gonna do 15 minutes on the clock. Wait, hold on. Before that, can you give me a clock that I can embed into OBS or what?
Yes. So to do that, we need, sorry, proving wrong. We need to embed whatever cell in like a block or something, right?
Uh-huh.
To do the thing where you can point it straight at it.
Or didn't I put out Netlify last time or something like that?
You may well have, but if you did that, I don't remember how to do it.
Okay, I just got an HTML file, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's basically embed helper.
All right, I'm just gonna start pasting in code from the chat. You didn't close your parens.
Nice.
How am I supposed to copy in the code from the chat when you don't close your parens?
No, appreciate that. All right, so I want to embed my deadline timer.
I guess I shouldn't edit yours. That's mean.
You're being harsh out of love, right?
That's it. Yeah, that close it. Thank you. There we go.
As closure to the tension is dispersed from the room.
So, am I being mean?
Oh, here we go. So we just need to put this script tag somewhere on some HTML.
Oh, I understand now. I can get the current font size to do my padding. That was very helpful.
Oh, cool.
I feel helped.
I feel like this, so there, we can do the, you want me to embed it so you can put it up, right? And then, do you want to do Netlify or you want me to just?
I do. I don't like that there's 13 seconds left or whatever. It's distressing to make countdown clocks.
Mine's at 5.
Oh, mine's at 2, 1, 0. How come?
0. Yeah. No, it was the same.
That seems no.
I was going negative. What?
Okay. So we should probably handle that, huh?
Yeah.
That seems important.
Yeah, there's a couple important things for this to actually work.
All right, I'm gonna make notes of them in my. Wait, I got distracted doing this Q5 text size shit, and now my life is ruined. Okay.
Can I do that?
That's weird. Divided by 2. Huh, no.
I need someone to explain this to me.
No. Alright, this is cool though.
There's a function I can do.
Wait, so are we doing it? We need a reset button, buddy.
Yeah, right now, because we're just doing it manually, you basically like rerun your deadline cell.
Oh shit.
And
then
that's like resets it.
Okay.
So I think if we publish that, it would.
And it's on 15 minutes right now?
Yeah, that's what I did in mine.
Alright, we have our slightly different ones already.
Oh, because we ran it at a different time?
No, because we made them different.
Oh, our slightly different clocks, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just steal yours or what?
Yeah, I mean, why not just keep copy pasting them? Let me zero pad it first. But I was thinking the next thing we could do, we could set a 15-minute timer once we get it running in observable, right? I mean, in the stream part, would be to do the grid. You want to like have this starting, right? Like, where we can draw stuff like icon, what do you call them again? Unit charts?
Yeah, unit charts. I want a little unit chart clock. But don't, you're so bad at teasing things. You give everyone all our secrets. All my secret plans are just here for the taking.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry.
We'll get to the amazing, first I'd want to make this a variable. Or whatever you call it, literal string literal? I don't know what any of those words mean.
Got it, yeah. All right, I'm gonna edit in there now real quick.
Can we still not, we can write over each other? All right, Maya dropped in some inspiration in the chat that I'm going to look at while you do whatever you're doing.
All right, zero padded. That part works.
You did a great job. This URL is not loading for me. Minus clocks.
All right. So I can get negative here. Oh no, I should fix that too. Okay. All right, so we want to embed the thing. Was I making that?
Ooh, these are fun.
No, I'll make that.
What's that? I got distracted by all these great clocks.
I want to make a I don't know what that. What's wrong with this?
What are you doing? Oh, you're making the thing to embed.
Trying to make the
timer.
embed code, but what did I get wrong?
Wait, republish it. I just fixed the clock. I had a weird space in it. I need a hat. I'm gonna leave. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure why I'm not getting it in the embed, but I think we could get it in Netlify when EJ gets back.
You don't think we need an embed? How come it won't work?
I don't know, can you try embedding it somewhere?
All right.
There's a way to do that.
Okay. Which
Oh,
cell?
but it's previewing here.
Let's Step 1, type in the notebook that you want. Deadline timer. It's published, right? All right, whatever. Done.
Yeah. Oh, view of. That's what I'm missing. Sorry. Yeah. You have to select the view of canvas too.
Okay.
So I guess if I had done that, it should work.
Okay. There's a ladybug on my screen. I mean, in real life, not virtually.
So I think if we went to this URL, so that should be whatever, or else we're publishing that cell. Where did you were able to change the color fill?
Oh, you're gonna do if, and then make it red. You wanna make it red? See green. What's happening?
I don't know. I just wanted to see if I see it here.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Oh, but every time you refresh this, it starts over. But that's fine for now, right? Like you're basically starting
Yes.
OBS, essentially. You're starting the timer.
Yes.
That's actually perfect.
That is perfect. You're right. It's a feature, not a bug at all.
Right. Just from whenever you
That's-
start the timer by refreshing.
Turns out that's exactly what we want.
I like it when it's easy like that.
Okay, so hook a brother up
Okay.
with a URL.
I put it in the Twitch chat.
So sorry. So terribly sorry.
It's all good.
All right, Vamp while I figure out how to install it.
Get it embedded. All right. So what I'm going to do is start another Canvas 3 creatively with the same code. Also, I'm going to get rid of the black set ones. I guess I don't need to change the fill.
Oh, hey, can we make our background transparent or what?
Oh, I think so. If you don't set background.
I mean, it's kind of okay how it is, maybe.
Oh no, I think. Can you do this? I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm basically setting it really light.
Oh boy,
Okay, that's
art. You made art again.
I don't know. I don't know if you can.
It's pretty good art.
I like it. So I guess this call, it doesn't fill the background.
I changed my. All
I'm gonna
right.
change this.
No, stop it. I think we're doing great. I'm gonna check that it restarts when I. No, it doesn't restart when I reset the scene. What's that all about?
No, this is like wrong what I'm doing.
The countdown clock says like 14 minutes left. We should probably get to work on our clocks.
All right, fair enough. So I don't know how to change the alpha of the background, so we'll just have to leave it.
I'm stealing your canvas 3 and making my own canvas.
Okay. We don't use alpha in mine, but I might. Oh, but did you want to make the grid real quick?
What? No, I don't know.
Oh no, we're just each making a clock.
Mine is stuck at 10 right now. What's up with that? -10.
That's weird. And you ran run deadline. I don't know why yours would.
There's so many different clocks around that say so many different things. It's blowing my mind.
Did you rerun the deadline cell? It should like
Yeah.
reset everything.
You mean the end time cell?
No, end time is.
Oh,
We're
you
not
mean the
using that
deadline
anymore.
cell. Sorry.
Deadlines.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, okay. Now it says, okay, that's a lot better. That makes more sense. But then I don't fully understand how to get the timer in OBS to reset. Because even if I make it go away and come back, it still has the same time. So maybe your hash idea is the way to go.
Hash. Yeah, I mean that would.
Oh no, I think I got it.
Make it so.
Yeah, no, I got it now. So it resets every time. The only problem is the fucking background, which is kind of.
Yeah, I figured it out. No, I didn't figure it out.
You didn't
Hold on,
figure
it
it
is. Did they said clear?
Oh, sick.
And I put it in, and it worked. So instead of. So I can add that. This should say key5.clear. So I think I'm just going to copy this over Canvas 2. All right, so I publish this. When you refresh that one, it should be like on a transparent background, which I guess.
Can we do like? You're in Canvas 3 or Canvas 2 or which?
Canvas 2.
All right. I want to just put a little label of like time left or something. Should I do that? Is that crazy?
What do you mean? I just rename the canvas?
No. Like put some text above it that says time left.
That would be fine in the graphic. Yeah. I see what you're saying. You want to like compose the graphic. Wait, so it didn't make it clear for you?
What? How come this doesn't show up? Oh, because we'll do Q5 text size 120. Oh, this is not working. I kind of give up. I kind of don't care anymore. It's fine if it doesn't say anything on it.
Oh, it's because it's getting cleared. You still have to do it in the loop
really?
after the clear if you're doing anything. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right.
So yeah, we're doing everything in our clear sections. But can you refresh the OBS one? Because I feel like it should be a clear clock now.
Yes, it is. You did a great job.
Nice.
Why is it sea green though? That upsets me.
Oh, you can change that.
It's upsetting to me.
Easy.
Be gone.
And publish.
No, I don't like this time left situation. Time left. 20. We have a width, right?
Yes, there's always a width. By default.
There's always a width. There's not always a height, though.
There's not always a height. You're right.
Okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to republish. I feel better.
All right, hit that button. Hit that.
Wait, I lied. Should I make this bigger? No.
You're gonna move them both down a little bit, probably.
Everything down. Oh boy. X, Y. We'll do 250, and then we'll do 70. Yeah, that feels better. All right, now I'm ready.
Okay. Publish. Do it.
Publish. All right, and then I refresh this. Oh, sick. Okay, now I can make it bigger though. That'll be better if it's bigger. It's hard to compose because okay, here we go. Oops, it's a little too big. Okay, so that once we get this timer working, then we have a little contest to make a cool timer. That's the plan. All right. So wait, do we each have our canvases or canvi? My canvas looks crazy
should we
already.
name them better?
Yeah, can I steal the most recent? I should steal the time left one. That's like our most up to date one. And yeah, no,
just everything in
and
there.
name them better. Yes. And I'm gonna name mine EJ 15-minute canvas.
All right, so I got the same. Let's publish this.
All right. Get my stretches in, my pre-coding competition stretches.
I feel like I want.
Oh yeah, I want the colors too. Can we just have them around the palette for our competition?
Oh man, that's a good point. Yeah, we could pull out the same code. We did that in one of our other.
I made a
streams. We
slider
used it
have the
in-
color. I forget where we had a slider.
Well, I know this the More one
Yeah.
uses it,
Radius range.
so we can just copy the stuff.
I think. Yeah. It's all coming back to me.
Oh, we just import colors from Coding with Fire.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
Oh shit. So, and how do we use colors again? Let me put this.
It's just an array.
This is one we did a few streams ago.
It's an array filled with strings, like any good colors array.
Nice.
So where's mine again? Oh my god, I can't do it yet. It's very exciting though. Can we just do it just to test it out? Yeah, exactly. This is, excuse me, sir, do you see the name on this canvas?
Oh shit, I do not. Sorry,
Get-
I'm just totally vandalizing.
Literally made our own canvases, and you can't go a goddamn second without using mine.
I'm scrolling. Yeah, my bad, dude.
It's alright.
Like-
Should we make them have backgrounds to represent our identities? Their differences? We're good though, we're even, right? Everybody's good?
Yeah, let's see.
Should we drop in the how to change the color notebook? I'll find that. There's a notebook where you can change the colors that are both in the background and used in these notebooks. But I don't remember where they are. Oh, here it is. Why is it called Coding with Doomfire? Can we give it a better name? Because we link to it like every fucking episode. We're gonna call it
It's,
Coding with Fire Crowd Control Color Palette. Right? Publish.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Coding with, sorry, that was a pet peeve. A lot of energy just came out of me just now. All right, I got distracted. I was gonna paste it in the chat.
Looks great. Looks great.
So in this, you can go in and like end it a little bit, but you can change the background color. Ah!
I think the background color is also Um, is it the sixth one?
No, it's 0, I believe.
Oh, right, 0. Yes. I guess. Is there a rectangle? Rect.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I was gonna try to make a. Yeah. All right. My rectangle has a stroke on it for some reason, but
How on earth is this putting more wisdom in the chat that I don't fully understand?
oh, the canvas. Create canvas.
What's that do?
I see. We gotta make our own canvases. So is mine messing with yours
I don't
somehow?
know. Is it? I don't think so.
I don't know. Let me just random see. Didn't like the fill thing.
So I'm gonna
I think because it's a new Q5.
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
my producer hat on, and I'm gonna say that we take. It's been an hour already, which is amazing. We sort of got the timer mise en place done. I think we take a quick 5 minute break, and then we come back. We have our 15 minute competition situation.
All
Is that
right.
cool with
I
you?
could.
And then
Yeah.
we get some
Let's. Yeah.
coffee,
Take
get a
a.
drink. You know what I mean? Get ready to sort of amp it up. And should we make a little rubric for what I guess the chat will judge who we'll just let the chat vote who makes the coolest.
Yeah.
The rubric is creativity. This is like what's the dress show? Oh, anyway, it's on Bravo. It's good. Tim Gunn dress show. Do that.
Well, I feel like also if other people want to like mess around and make their own
Oh, that's
timers,
right.
right? We should look at those together
We should.
after they like.
Well, you
Yeah.
should tweet out that in a few minutes we're having a 15-minute timer competition. Project Runway. Thank
See
you.
if
Yes.
anyone wants to play. Yeah.
Yeah. See if anybody on Twitter wants to play. Chat wants to play. Um, make it work. Yeah, exactly. I think there's a lot of room to do like a cool, to just, if you just take all the Bravo shows and just apply them to DataViz, where I always felt that newsroom graphics would make a great reality show, because it's like, all right, the news is happening, we gotta make the map, we gotta get it out. There was a lot of reality TV energy
Nice.
in the newsroom. All right. In any case,
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
10:01 for me, 7:01 for you. We'll be back in 5 minutes or so. Thanks to everybody for hanging out. When we come back, we're gonna we're gonna set a timer to 15 minutes, and then we're gonna make a timer that's cooler than that timer. See you guys soon.
Nice. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Uh, uh, uh. And we're live. I'm EJ,
I mean,
and we're back, and we're gonna do a little competition. The concept of which is that we made this little timer concept, and that we have now one in OBS, and we're going to run the timer for 15 minutes, and in those 15 minutes, try and make the coolest next iteration of the timer, of which we kicked around some ideas before, like I want to do a unit chart clock. I think doing I personally, if you add circles to anything, it makes it better. So might add some circles. What say you, Ian? Are you ready to do a little 15-minute quick iteration? Before we start, there's one final thing I need to do, which is put my desk in the standing mode. This is like a real like performance enhancing drug.
well, I'm gonna stay seated, but I'm looking forward to playing around with Q5 for the first time. See what we
All right.
can make.
So what I'm gonna do is the times. It's gonna be confusing because the official time will be between us, and then there are gonna be confusing times on our screens. Ignore those. Those won't make any sense.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna reset mine. Like when you say go, I'm gonna reset mine. Try to make it as close as
Cool. That
possible.
doesn't help me a lot, but all right. You ready? So we'll start in
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and don't use my canvas, please. Oh, it's black on this. We gotta change the background color. Oh god. I'll make it white. Much better. All right.
Fair enough. All right, I'm in my cell. You're in your
Yeah,
cell.
we're doing cool stuff.
We're gonna see what we can do. All right, I don't know what this old stuff is here.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a circle for every second that's left.
For every second, I got my minutes and my seconds. I think I was playing with emoji recently, so I'm gonna see if I can.
Oh right, you had those really cool emoji
use emoji
unit charts.
somehow.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah, let's see. So, what emoji are at my disposal? Objects, symbols, there are numbers, there are clocks. Okay. So, let's do little clocks. I'll make that a... Uh-oh, what happened? All right. Did you draw like a lot of things or something?
Maybe. Yes. Is that it?
Because it's like lagging me a lot.
Am I ruining your life? You also see the result that I want to see that I can't currently see on your screen, which is kind of I'm trying to draw a circle on it, or many circles actually.
I see. But that shouldn't really slow things down that much. All right.
So I do, now that it's hard to narrate and talk while we're both doing something at the same time.
Ah, that's true. Yeah.
So this is a great, if we had like an announcer, that would be great.
Yeah.
Do you remember how do you remember what notebook we used chants in most recently? Probably the Moray one, huh?
Oh, this did not work for me.
Okay, we have 12 minutes left. I'm feeling pretty good about this.
Yeah, I think I'll get somewhere. Let's see if I can draw. Q5 can draw a clock. Oh, it can, and it looks really cool. So I did something wrong with my split thing. So I'm just going to say what is it doing? It doesn't look like a 10. 12 hours. So yeah, it goes from 1 to 12. So it's offset by 1. Your circles are doing it to me again.
Am I ruining your life? Still? My clock isn't even ticking right now. It's pretty upsetting.
What is mine even?
Oh yeah, no, I may have made bad decisions. Okay. Huh. Hmm.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's that. That's what it's supposed to be. So I'm slicing it wrong. What is... it doesn't like slicing it.
Doesn't like slicing it?
I have to... This would be 5, wouldn't it? 8, 3, 5, 6, yeah. Do not know what's happening. Something about these Unicode emojis not being like one array position. I don't quite understand. I guess I could do this the hard way. So if I understood Unicode better, I wouldn't have to do this, but it's not. Okay, so I think this is actually working. But I kind of want to have a clock. I want however many that is for that emoji to be right, I am going to put this is the clock one. I want to put the number one there, and these are going to start at 50. Start my clock there. I'm going to get rid of time left.
Oh, we have 8 minutes left. Time flies. This is difficult.
Yeah. I have one clock. It's off by one right now, I think. I guess. So if I want that many clocks, I'm gonna say 100 minutes. Copy this stuff in here. I'm gonna generate, remember how we talked about this before? Getting to that point where I'm pulling stuff out.
No, what are you talking about? Are you trying to distract me so you win this competition?
No,
Okay.
I would never dream of it. Okay, there's only 3 minutes left on mine.
Six minutes. Yeah, my circles aren't even showing up, which is a major part of what I'm trying to accomplish at the moment, so. Before I had too many circles, and now I most certainly have not enough circles.
What happened to your circles?
That's a great question that I'll answer once I figure it out. What did happen to my circles? Well, I put them in an array, and then I tried to draw them from... Oh, that's why.
Rubber ducky.
Fuck yeah! Rubber ducky method. It works.
Alright, well I'm trying to make I'm gonna make a grid at this point. So I'm gonna do my modulo shit, so let's see. I decide what, I have my width of my canvas, but I'd say for my seconds I wanna have their own, I'm gonna get like 200 width. And then I want to have a clock. I want columns in my unit chart. So I want how many columns do I want? I want to do the width divided by the size of them, which I guess I'm hard coding the 20 right now, but I could make that a data point. I'll do that. Let size equals 20. And I'm going to floor this. So this is
All right, we have 5 minutes left.
All right. Size. And this is divided by that. So, and just seconds. Keep by that circle. I want text. Oh, I got little clocks. Undefined. Oh shit. Time lapse 0 seconds now. Start over.
All right, we have 3 minutes and 53 seconds left. I like what I'm seeing on your screen.
I got a little. I don't know why. Yeah, like I just have them hands going round in circles, which I guess kind of counts it out. So I kind of want the same thing. So this is minutes and why? I'm gonna make my own size variable.
Two minutes and 52 seconds left.
All right, get into it.
I think I ruined everything briefly. Bad choices.
Okay, I got something. So I got my little guys counting down. What did I have an idea for earlier? Could change the spacing. I'm doing all my layout in here so that we could do this plus. I can do it. Oh, mine's locking up.
Yeah, I'm doing some weird shit. Sorry about all that.
All is forgiven. Okay, that does space them out a bit. So I'm gonna make my size even bigger. I guess I can capitalize my stuff.
Ooh, 56 seconds left.
Size is too big.
$43 seconds. Almost 30 seconds. I like that there's a thing here called seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too high.
16.
Scrolling too much.
13. Oh god, oh god, it's so hard to edit the same document. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time's up.
All right, it's published.
Yeah, publish. And then drop it in the chat. And then if anybody else has any, you can drop them in the chat.
Whew.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Interesting how 15 minutes.
Yeah, it flies by when you're have consistent focus.
Fiddle with my spacing here, but yeah.
So I guess let me open it up.
What do you got?
No, you what do you got?
Oh man, so there's a dot for every second, so it's going away.
Yeah, exactly. And they sort of jiggle right now. I wish they did something cooler. But what are you gonna do?
Makes me think that a Boyd simulation would be pretty interesting, where they're slowly disappearing.
Oh yeah, that would be if they instead of just popping away, they or if they fell away. Yeah, I mean as time went on, I guess. There's more stuff you could do with that I didn't really get to. But it would also, I was thinking it'd be cool if you made it the same size as the whole screen, right? And so we would start covered in circles and we would sort of get uncovered as time ran out. Or, you could do it for each person's screen so it slowly reveals what they're working on or something like that. I don't know.
I like it. I'm just imagining now lines shooting up a lot, so each second gets its own little spot on the thing, and then they're constantly going, and then they disappear and start maybe even getting bigger. I don't know.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it makes me I kind of feel like I want to do another 15 minutes. Just kind of what I'm doing.
Oh boy, he's addicted. Well, first show me what you made, because I sort of saw some emoji stuff going on, but it looks pretty sick.
Yeah, so there's minutes and seconds, and so for every minute and every second, there's one unit in the grid, and yeah, the seconds are ticking down. They're both ticking down, I suppose. But the clock is using. It's just sort of it's just rotating through them basically as it
Oh,
counts
that's
up however
cool.
many it is.
That's a cool hack.
So yeah, I don't know. It kind of worked, right? Because this is really minutes and seconds. It's not hours. The clocks are hours. But they kind of represent
No, I like the unit chart aspect
makes
of it.
kind of a pattern, right? So
Hell on Earth is says 15 minutes more.
there's failed. Okay, yeah. I mean, we could. I'm down to give it another.
That was a lot. That like took a lot from me emotionally and
In terms of energy, I don't know if I
Yeah.
can do it right away.
I mean, it is.
I'm down.
All right, we can.
I need a little breather. Jeez Louise.
Fair enough. Get kind of in the zone, right? And then
yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. So okay, there's a couple things. Let me go. I always forget. Let me go back to the document we made. So we're gonna set the deadline time, and then we set observable date time picker, and then we said nope, we'll just write it by hand. And then on page load, we count down to the deadline time. So two things we could do that might be potentially useful is doing the URL hash thing, because then we could set OBS to like a specific time, I guess, and it would count down for like longer if it, you know what I mean, or Firebase, right, where you like click a button and it resets our deadline time, and then we just have like a Firebase notebook which has like our color palette and like our next deadline time, and we start building a set of like variables that we can use in a bunch of different cells, and maybe we start embedding like the deadline time into like different things we make, or stuff like, I don't know, just imagineering.
yeah, I guess as you're saying it, thinking through like the hash thing. Because if we said like, okay, right now it's 7:35, we want to do 15 minutes, but we want to give ourselves a couple more minutes to get sort of situated. We set up. You can like set the time. It will set the hash URL, and then we could share that. So that way, there's like, it would accomplish one of the things we want to do. And I think using the hash is a little bit simpler than Firebase.
So you're gonna make a. So I'm gonna go away for a second, and you're gonna make a button that when you press it makes a hash. Now plus 15 minutes, and then wait, no, that.
Right, but and it makes a hash for a specific time, which is whatever you set it. But you can make it now plus 15 minutes, or you can make it now plus 20
Right.
minutes, and
But
give
more
yourself
likely-
5 minutes and say, "Hey, we're starting."
Yeah, we would set it to like 11 EST, and then drop it in OBS. That's the part that's kind of annoying. You don't have to do it. I have to do it. We're of like copying the URL into the scene once it's changed. That's why I liked Firebase. How hard?
I
How
see.
hard can it be just to add another collection?
Yeah, we could just fork it and go. We've done it many times.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I guess it'd be relatively simple.
I believe in you. And then once I come back, then we can then use that to do another 15 minutes if everybody's chill with that. We can make a whole nother. Well, are we doing? Shall we agree to do 15 minutes to iterate on our existing clock, or do we want to do a whole nother go at it, of like starting from like?
I want to make a new cell that's like starting from my current one, but I'll probably do something totally
I
different.
love that idea.
I don't know.
That's really cool. Yeah. And then we shouldn't forget to get the history of these cells and make little time lapses of them, because that'll be fun too.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
All right, I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll pull up the Firebase. So the way these work, we're going to need to eventually have some code like this, which is a little bit gnarly Firebase component, I guess, that we hack together to get our colors, but we're going to want one that's deadline, I think. And I think the code for, there's like the Firebase config, same with the database, the app. So we'll do all that stuff, pull that in. I guess I can start there. Let's do this at the bottom. Get the app. Need a Firebase config. Got all that stuff together. I need a DB. All right, so now that I have my database, so we'll just match this setter. What is setter? User color and user colors. I guess this is the first one we did the backgrounds. And the setters is how we set the value of the timer. So I guess we could make it similar. An array. So if it's a single, I think I'm just going to copy this setters pattern. I think I'll do this. Let's see, here's our deadlines. Firebase stuff here. And then this is default view. This would be
How are things going in here?
Good. I just did a tiny bit of housekeeping. I'm getting my Firebase going. So, deadlines. Let me just do this. I guess we could try to make it match, but that'd be too easy.
Oh, so you're making it so that like when you press the button, it sets the Firebase time.
Yeah, I wanted to like set it. So we'll determine it. We could just do this like, let's do it like this. We just have one right now. The deadline is going to be the 15-minute one. And this will be choice is not equal to that. So the original color, user colors. Oh, okay, we have to copy that code over. So this.
Let's make like a control panel. Oh no.
User, oops. User colors. This is going to be not the control panel necessarily, but just this querying Firebase. So this isn't going to be user colors. It's going to be
Clock colors?
user deadlines.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. You're using this as a model for a view of that updates a collection, a Firebase collection.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, this recently changed to like a bigger number, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to store timestamp because right now the deadline is a date or something, right? Yeah, so I'm going to save it as seconds here. All right, so that's coming from Firebase now. So if I update this, that should have updated, but it didn't. Let me see, plus deadline. Wait, why isn't the, oh, I have to reevaluate it. Oh, okay, so I think I'm gonna just take it and customize it here. Okay, so now all those things changed. So whatever we set here will get set in Firebase, and then everyone could use user deadlines.
Oh, now, sorry, observable feature request time. I wish that we could make that cell like green or something to signify its importance. Just give it a color. Like you can give like tabs like in a worksheet a color. You know what I mean? Like give a little label. Just so it looks different.
This one?
Because it's important. Yeah, because when you rerun it, it resets the timer right now.
Yeah. So in the default view, we should set it to be, instead of deadlines, it should be user deadlines 0. User deadlines. So I made it so you could potentially have multiple are both of these supposed to be
multiple deadlines?
You can have multiple timers. Multiple deadlines.
That's wild. Yes. You can't name them though,
huh? Right now it's an array. But if I publish this, we should all see the same thing if you have the stream timer back up.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Let me see what I can do.
Yeah. Oh, I guess, but when you load the notebook, it reset the timer. But, so if anyone resets it, then it gets reset right now.
How come it starts with, well, question 1, why does it reset? Question 2, how come it doesn't seem to always do it. Like now it's just counting down.
Well, I'm gonna do I'm just gonna hard code it, and I think that will make it so that
it says 1418.
Yeah.
What does yours say? Oh, now it says minus 167.
Oh, what did I do wrong?
407. What have you done, sir?
It's I feel like it is not. right? Why did I have to rerun everything? Am I changing the wrong thing? This doesn't look like it's like the right time zone or something.
Uh-oh, time zones. What? Shouldn't it include the time zone if it's a good date time?
Yeah. Is this not? It did not seem to matter.
No, your weird unit chart one's still working though.
Well, I never updated it to be. Yeah, it's coming back as something different than what I'm putting in.
Is Google trying to be helpful?
13 T20 T17. Yes, there's some kind of how do you do that? Do you know how to do a time zone? JavaScript
Doesn't
time.
D3 time default to it? Like a UTC time?
Well,
Or
I'm not
moment
doing that.
UTC time? I'll give me 1 second. I'll find it in a moment. It's moment display. There's like a default format UTCs.
Oh, I think I want this.
Now what are you doing? Oh, the clock is better. It says
Yeah,
0.
is it making sense now?
No, it just says 0. Try it. Oh, there it goes. 19. It's out of sync with yours. Ever so slightly.
Well, there could be latency for us, but
True. Okay. I guess it's fine. Just
I guess I see what you're saying.
hold on. I'm gonna put mine up. Let's put mine up and see if they're all different. Yeah, they are. How come? How come the OBS one is says 50, mine says 37, and yours says 39? What do you think that's all about?
I don't know, man. That is. I do not know why they're slightly off, because they should all have the same end date. So if they're yours and the OBS one should be very similar, actually.
Yeah, it should be like
the
exactly.
same,
Should I turn the FPS
the
up
same computer
to like 60
yeah.
or something maybe, and not do any CSS on it for now?
You could try that, but
seems bad. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think it was. I don't know why that changed it, but the frame rate, it's back. Mine are in sync now. Let's see yours. I want to see your clock again.
okay, just give me 2 seconds. I'm making my emojis also driven by this, which means that I don't need emojis here. How does it look to you?
It's only off by like a second or 2 seconds, so that seems good to me.
Here we go. This one can be on at the same time.
Can I take that one and also put it on the screen, like above this one? Except it has a background and
Yeah.
a little text. I don't know if that'll take too long. I wish it was like fucking. I wish we like pressed a button and it was like published as its own page or whatever, you know?
Yeah, something tells me that might be a possibility. You know, you might be able to do that.
That'd
soon.
be like real handy if anyone were to build
That would be. Yeah, I know somebody.
That's cool.
So yeah. Well, I'll let you know as soon as we can.
I'll keep an eye out for that and line numbers.
Oh, look at that! It's changing my background for my clocks.
I was curious what it would do.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't really. I could use CSS on the emojis to like hue shift them or something. But no, I want to do a totally different visualization.
And wait, so tell me, how do we restart this timer? You just rerun the cell?
We change it in the notebook. There's a cell that's like, it's hard coded. So we could just make another, I'm going to make it one right above this, where it says Firebase stuff. I'm going to say like, set deadline to be something. And it's going to be a toString. So that way you can change the D3 code that says 25 or whatever, or you could have it, right, like be however many minutes out from right now that you want.
I see what you're saying.
Or you could edit it directly in the string and be like, oh, I wanted to start at like 8:30 or whatever. Right, like.
Because we're currently existing in a timer that is counting down from 15 minutes. Once again, it is a little stress-inducing.
Right. So if I change this to be, we have, oh yeah, right now it's 15 minutes, but I want it to be.
There you go. Yeah, that update. Yeah, that's pretty dope. It like updates it right away.
Yeah, so at 8:20, this is like counting down to 8:20, or in your case, 11:20.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about your timer? I guess, do you want, if we didn't have such a, like, with emojis or with yours, right? Like the seconds, that's why I want to do a seconds-based one, like a more, I guess, subtle timer where it's not yelling in your face. It's like, you only have 20 minutes left.
That's what I was kind of going for with my circles a little bit, was like a little, like, kind of like ambient information, you know what I mean? Like, you could also do more to have them like float towards the edges of the screen or just accumulate at the bottom and bounce around a little bit or something, you know? But I agree, something subtle, like the big numbers in your face is okay, I guess, but definitely some iteration would be nice. What are you doing over there?
Yeah. Well, I was just making sure yeah, so we could easily switch out
oh yeah, send me
the one that I sent you. Well, do you want it as a different one, or we could just swap what's currently published? Because I think they'll. Yeah. But let's. All right, we'll do one for each. say this.
Well, speaking of timers, it's funny because when we talked about what we were gonna do on the show, we set a timer for 15 minutes and then we kind of did it, and now we have we have an hour left or so. So what do you want to do? Do you want to make a map? That's what I want to do. Let's do something completely different with our timer.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. What if we give ourselves like 20 minutes or 25 minutes to make things instead of racing?
Oh, you want to go back to cooperating?
Yeah.
All right, I'm with it.
I feel like, because, well, I don't know. Or if it's just not 15 minutes is like, yeah, it was pretty high pressure, right?
Yeah, that was pretty high pressure.
Because I want to have fun with the timer. I felt like I just got to a point where I was comfortable with like representing it as pieces of data, you know?
Yes.
So if we gave ourselves another time, why is this one? Maybe use data as well. Yeah, so how about we do 20 minutes?
Yeah, 19 minutes, and then we're gonna do just another iteration. Should I make another canvas?
Yeah, I guess we each make.
Hey, wait, mine's
we can
broken
each make another
now.
canvas.
Yeah, hey Ian, will you make me a canvas that works and it's hooked up to Firebase? That'd be great.
What happened to yours?
I don't know, it's broken now.
Oh, you want this? Here, I'll fix yours real quick. User DL.
I'm really getting the feeling that we have too
Instead-
many clocks in this one notebook.
Should we like comment out some of them?
Yeah, or make a new notebook, and start from our most recent one. It's just a lot. There's a lot going on.
Oh, I like that idea. Okay, so I'll fork this and put that in the chat, and then we'll like remove a bunch of crap.
Yes,
from it, right?
please.
Or, like,
Yes. Remove a bunch of crap. It'll be easy to fork. The people, including me, will be overjoyed. I'm gonna grab a seltzer to celebrate this development.
Nice.
Wish I had more snacks. I need more snacks in my life.
All right, I'm also gonna delete this one. So it's just our two things, just Firebase stuff at the top. We can move it. I'm gonna move these down. Using keyboard shortcuts.
I got it. Yeah, that stuff's pretty sick. Way better than not using keyboard shortcuts.
All right. I'm gonna share this with you. Then I'm gonna publish it. Put it in the chat.
Sick. All right. So this is our starting point. We're at 16 minutes now. If we wait a minute, then my brain will fully enjoy the roundness of starting with 15 minutes left, because that's how much time we had last time.
But would you like to have it be 20 minutes instead? I can.
No, I wouldn't like that.
You want 15 minutes again? Okay, I guess we're starting from the better
It's
starting point.
fortuitous. But I'm going to use EJ's view now.
Yeah.
EJ 15-minute canvas is where I work again still.
I basically just forked I just left yours and my cell stand.
It's making my browser quite upset.
I don't know if.
Isn't Q5 supposed to be all fucking Rudy Tooty fast and performant and the whatnot?
Oh. No.
Am I making bad programming choices?
I don't think so. It really shouldn't be that. Let's just see what happens as we play with totally doing it differently. Right?
Alright, yeah.
It's still workable for me, I think.
Oh yeah, it just showed up again. Yeah, I just wish it. Maybe I'll close my other tabs. That'll be better. I've also just got a lot going on my computer at the moment.
That's fair.
Yeah, OBS is using 6 cores at the moment, and Brave is using 2, and Skype is using 1. That's all the cores.
Oh man.
Okay, this is much better. Opening it in its own tab. All right, that was a great idea I had. All right, so we have 13 minutes left to do something cool with this. Is that what's happening?
That's what's happening.
Good goodness gracious.
Let's see. Move this up. All right, let's see. I wanted lines. I guess they can shoot up. I want a totally different X thing, so it's going to be XB, I guess. And I want to use a, oops. XB scale. Is it points? And I can't remember how this goes, so this will be 0 width, and I'll put this in here because
Ooh, 10 minutes left already. That's wild. All right.
I need to find out D3 scale. I think I want to scale band. And I want the Y to be height. And I'm going to set some random offset where it's each one is a phase. So P5 choose. Tint. Okay. So I want my clocks to shoot around, but I also want them to fade. So set alpha. I can set the alpha of the color.
How do you set the fill again? Is it just q5.fill equals?
Yeah.
q5.fill6. Thank you, Helen Thiz. Appreciate you. Also, that's not how you spell color.
Oh, is the background color set to... Someone set it to white?
No, it's not white. That's it.
Something's wrong with it. What's wrong with mine?
Less than 5 minutes left.
Crap. Alright, my setting the alpha didn't help. I think I just need to get the RGB, change that. The tint should have worked. Not changing anything. I don't know why I can't tint the opacity of my color, but I guess I'll have to do something else. So instead, drawing text, I want draw a rectangle. Oops. Give that XP. Q4, that's funny. So I want magma, or and this scheme to do that. Scheme. Sequential scale, sequentially do that. Interpolate.
One minute left. Like 1 minute and 8 seconds.
No. There's very few, yeah. Where's the YB? Scale. Oh, I guess it's maxed over the whole thing. No, I'm running out of time.
Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. We're out of time.
All right. So
I guess
we should see.
we should
we can set the timer.
yeah, we have to reset it to see our work.
Yeah, I'm gonna like. How's
Great.
that?
So yours is
Mine just-
appears to be a black box.
Yeah. That did not work. My color scheme is broken right now.
Because there's too many seconds left.
Yeah. How many seconds left?
19 times 60, 1,140. I believe that's how time works. I'm no expert.
Somehow I guess I should do
Boy, I tried to help.
It's just not working. Well, this one, it should calculate. Oh, it's not n. It should be over diff seconds. I should be able to see them. There's 1,000 left. Okay, I gotta get rid of this phase because I'm not using it anymore.
You're phasing things? You have a phase?
No, I never got to use it. But yeah, they shouldn't all be black color. They take colors, so there's 1 per second just across the whole thing. So I'm not sure what I'm doing incorrectly with my scale, but I always confuse myself. Can I just choose one of these instead and see? Okay, I don't know. The other thing I do, I'll just look at a color scale like this one. Huh, that domain should work. Because I'm just passing in the like there's an index. I'll set my color scale up here.
Oh, I fixed it, but there's
there's an
extra 0 in your interest scheme domain. I don't know if it uses that.
I just changed it to not.
Okay.
I guess there's 1 pixel per thing, but is it fill before or after the rect?
I think before I say, but maybe that's wrong.
I just put it both. The colors are different now. There's no 2 hex. giving me these RGB strings. I don't know if that's the appropriate thing to pass into Q5.
Yeah, I'm giving it a fill that's an RGBA string.
And that works.
But I sabotage you. Your entry scheme, it still has an extra 0.
Oh no, but I'm like, I stopped using that. Like in my thing, I copied one.
Well, mine's working.
Just doesn't
great.
seem to be like recognized. All right, let's look at yours. I want to just grab a color scale from somewhere else. You.
There we go.
Okay, so Hell on Earth gave the reference. Yeah, so somehow I think it's not respecting my. Okay, it's not respecting my search either.
You're having all sorts of trouble over there, huh?
Yeah. I think D3 color has like a.
What are you trying to do? What's happening over there?
I want to change it to a hex.
Yeah, you can do T-string.
Format hex. Well, the D3 color scale that I'm using is giving it back as not a hex. Okay, it's giving me hexes, but it doesn't like them.
What if you just hack it to make it a number close to what it was when it was working? I guess another hack is just to use the hack of time continuing to march on.
Yeah. It's just not rendering, like, what's... It's not doing what I'm thinking it should be doing. Is there like a stroke that happens?
Unless you set no stroke, then yes.
How do you set no stroke?
Q5 no stroke. Capital S on stroke.
Ah, god damn it. God damn it. I think that was the thing the whole time.
Well, now we know. Now we know stroke.
Okay.
I felt it important to record that. I think we've done great.
Yes.
We made a timer, and then we made 2 more timers, and then we made 2 more timers. I'm feeling pretty productive.
Yeah. I would, yeah.
You would what?
I still just really want to mess with these.
I'm trying to run a Twitch show right now.
I know.
What are you doing over there?
All right, can we look at yours?
I still don't understand what yours is
Whoa.
supposed to be. No, we can't look at mine yet. What the fuck did you make?
Well, it's just like one bar disappears at a time.
Oh, so it's on the
unranged.
scale. But
So
why does it repeat?
I wanted to shuffle it because it's just like, I mean, I just changed that what I want is for it to like repeat randomly.
Oh, just do chance
You know what I'm saying?
chance dot pick colors.
Well, it's how do I get a number between like
Ugh.
1 and
Chance
seconds
dot
or whatever?
floating min with an object that has a min and max.
Wait, floating what?
You had it. Chance dot floating with and then pass floating an object that has a min and max. Nope. Yep. Exactly. That's fun.
Although I guess it does it differently every time.
Yeah, I do mine in the beginning. You can just do.
Uh,
Ooh, what's
I see.
P5 map? How on earth is this dropping dope shit in the chat?
Bin bounds. Or the
Oh yeah, no, we mostly use D3 for this kind of thing. Some wildness.
make like something
Yeah,
fit inside
yeah,
a region or whatever.
remaps a number from one range into another. That's like D3 scales all the way. So it gets slightly less lines every second. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it so that I can get the.
Ooh, that's nice.
So they're all going to get a little bit wider over time. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when it's like reset.
Can you do it so it's for minutes
So-
instead of seconds?
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh, that's intense. So the count is going to be diff minutes everywhere.
Ooh, that's fun. That's super fun.
The other thing it could be would be the second hand. I guess it could be. Why is it changing size? Oh, that's open. So this would count down to the minute, but it'll always have however many minutes are left at the last state.
What do you mean at the last state?
Like it's getting fewer and fewer bars. But let me get rid of this too. The least amount of bars it's going to have is going to be however many minutes are still remaining.
Oh, that's fun.
So first it's counting down seconds, and then it's counting down minutes.
That's a mind bender. I like that.
So it should be 6. Like right now, there's 30. Right, or well, whatever. What's the time? Oh, we don't have one where it's just simply showing the time anymore. But I guess this. So there should be like 7 bars left before it resets. Or 6, I guess.
This is pretty dope.
Yeah, I'd like them to not like the colors not to fluctuate so randomly.
You gotta
But-
make a map where you on load you do like for each line, or just do 1,000 or 1,200 or whatever. Do like number equals color, and then look that up when you draw it. Right? That's what I do for my circles, basically.
Yeah, like where you're saying basically to get an initial set of random numbers that can match
Yeah,
the
you know
DOM so
what
that
you
it
can do,
doesn't.
Ian? We're in the same fucking notebook. Just go to circles. I'll just make. Well, I guess you can't access it, but all my circles have fills. You could just use theirs. If you do circles,
Oh, I see. You put yours inside. Yeah. Wait, where's your fills?
um, I I do them in add circle at the very top of my thing. At line number, I would wish I could tell you.
Oh, I see where these are here. So you could, I'm going to copy paste it. I'm not going to change yours at all, but if we did initial circles equals this,
Yeah.
return circles. This would give us 1200 circles.
Exactly.
So, but I guess I want at most 60 and 120.
All right, and then once you're done, how on earth is just drop their own timer in the chat that I want to look at. Once you get your colors,
I guess
not-
you
not
fill.
freaking out.
So I can also just give myself a random number. Oops. So mine, where I want to use a random number, I would say initial circles I dot random.
What?
Because now it's
What? Sure.
this is
I
like
don't understand how that worked, but
randomly ordering them. Because I'm taking this random number is only set the first, like once when that cell runs.
Yes. Oh, okay.
And so now I'm grabbing a random circle basically out of, or a random color. But since these, it's basically there's fewer and fewer things that it's drawing every time. These stay the same, but they grow in width.
It's pretty sick, dude. It's a weird, wild clock.
Yeah, it's
I don't
pretty
mean to
weird,
nerd snipe
but it's
you,
fun.
but
Yeah.
if you could do it in 30 seconds only, how hard would it be to get them to be removed from the middle instead of from the right, I guess?
Oh, that's interesting. It really comes down to this is generating them. We can ignore these right now.
Yeah, you don't have X's or Y's, huh?
Well, I do have exit. The Y, yeah, just puts them at.
All right, we have one more minute in our timer. You're about to watch a countdown.
I don't think I'd necessarily do it, or I necessarily know how to do it where instead of drawing the ith one, because there's however many left, it calculates something here to draw it in a different place than where it normally would be. Because at the end, it should map. I guess I could like invert an original scale. Alright, I don't know if I can do this in less than 1 minute.
Well, you only
but-
have 5 seconds left. You're watching them disappear.
There they go.
That's it.
Oh, it's just empty. It's gone.
Time's up, buddy.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, I'll just comment out what I was starting to do.
All right, go to the chat. We have an entry to look at.
Oh, snap. How on earth is it?
Whoa, holy shit. This is fucking crazy.
Nice.
What's happening with the circle? How come... What the fuck?
Those circles are pretty
The
nuts.
orbits are
And
crazy.
there's like multiple patterns.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Why is it blinking though? I feel like if it didn't blink.
This is so fun.
Yeah, this is great. Alright. I feel like
Oh, this is where the orbits come from. What's this fucking magic? I see. Oh, weird. Weird orbits. What's this IOTO Twitter account? It's pretty sick. Interesting. Oh. They did their timer a lot better and smarter than us, it seems like.
well, I'm not sure why it's like all calculating all the time. Mail is deadline now. This is going all based on mail. So this is constantly looping and this is constantly getting rewritten. I think you don't need this while true. It might make it faster. It's still resetting occasionally though. I don't understand that.
Mine looks great.
Yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna restart ours just because I want to see it. So we never talked about yours because they're doing some pretty sweet stuff.
Oh yeah, I just made a force layout that goes away every refresh or whatever.
I mean, one thing disappears.
Yeah, one thing disappears every second. Sorry, I got distracted playing with Hello on Earth. I made a fork of their notebook. I'll stop playing with that. It's very fun though. Yeah, I just made a dot, and they each randomly have a color from our color scale, and they sort of just very slowly shift based on the simulation and a little bit of like chance random addition, and then every second one is taken away. It's sort of it's sort of like ambient, should be looked at for 10 minutes sort of thing, I guess. I mostly use the force layout to make sure they don't overlap, because it was annoying me when they were overlapping.
How did you get the like trails?
Oh, instead of clearing, I just add fill of, that's what I was saying, I do RGBA 255, 255, 255, 0.05 or something like that. So it's
got it's.
Oh,
That's why I don't think
nice.
you had to do all that craziness you did before.
So why can't I just copy this?
Oh yeah, yours should be able to do it too. That's fun.
Oh, but the
Oh yeah, it fills up over it.
I need to do the. Oh, because they each render totally.
Yeah, they all fill the
So
whole
their
thing.
opacity.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, you can do color.opacity, I think, before you do format hex or
Yeah.
.c or something like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But shouldn't I see them through each other? I feel like I'm still clearing. I don't understand, man. Mine just clears. Just always clearing. Do I set the fill somewhere else?
You have invalidation then clear. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I mean, you have that too. I think that only happens if the cell goes away or something like that. Get rid of a lot of these. Oh, what is blend mode difference? Do you
Yeah,
have
I'm
that?
trying to do cool stuff. I just added it.
Well, you're adding in mine or
Yeah,
yours?
I'm adding it to yours. No. I don't know how it works in Q5.
But you're not filling a rectangle.
No, I'm filling a circle.
Oh, you are zero to width. Yeah.
RGBA 255. Yeah. And then where do you make your C2 string? This probably makes it.
You
I think
set
it
your
makes it to
fill
a
on
hex
your
string, buddy.
circles.
What's this 2 string?
No, it's like you can see the values.
In introseconds.
Color, you see it's an RGBA for each of those.
Huh.
But if like they should be leaving trails, not if they're like this small, right? Like
Yeah, for sure.
maybe my rect is weird. Oh, but I see what's happening. Mine is throwing away its canvas every time.
How?
because I separated my data out into a different cell.
Oh, interesting.
And so it's like refreshing the whole thing, it's rerunning the whole thing. So if I want to keep it, I can do something like this. This.value.
Yeah, Hell on Earth says that observable needs a streaming CSS style with a larger font, which I agree with. It just there's
Yeah.
I've been wanting. We tried on a previous stream. I wanted to make some like CSS changes because I just wanted some of it to be sticky. Oh, that looks like that's working, buddy.
Yeah, this is more like
That's fucking crazy looking, dude. That looks awesome.
Now, if I was actually, if I do it like yours,
I liked it way better before. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was way cooler.
Okay. I guess the timer ran out.
Yeah, we're at -11 now. We have 10 minutes, 9 minutes left in the stream.
Alright, why are we at -11? No, there's something wrong with the...
Oh, no, yeah, now it's 8:23. It was just wrong for a second.
Oh,
Everywhere.
9.
It looks super sick though. It looks like a mood lighting, like for a nightclub or something.
Should it be... Oh, I guess the opacity is pretty low. I feel like I could do... Instead of in a while loop, it could just fade it out slowly every second so that the... Is that still... You like the other way better?
Yeah, for sure. Because the colors blend. That's like what's so cool.
And the way I'm doing this, I'm just hard coding this width. If I do this, it's just gonna...
Yeah, that's the best. Don't even touch it. Make a new cell if you want to do more things. So good.
Wait, this, the way it is now?
Perfect. Print.
Oh, it's blending because the opacity is not full, so I can make it take twice as long to blend.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Oh, man. This is fun.
That's super sick.
It's a nice...
Yeah, yours came out way cooler than mine did.
Well, I feel like you just need bigger circles, dude.
Alright. You can make them bigger if you want.
And like, if they, for some reason, they're not centered in the center of the canvas of yours.
Because it needs some like
You see what I'm saying?
force layouts. Like, you know what I mean? Like it needs the forces that make it do those things. I just made them not overlap for now. But do you want to do a little wrap up? Does your video editing side of you think that it's good to talk about what we did in the past?
I think we can, as long as we make your circles bigger.
All right.
and push them down just a little
There's
bit.
a little circle radius variable that's its own cell that is what makes them sized certain things, certain ways. There you go.
But the height is so small. So their initial value is here. Oh, okay, you did it height over 2. It should be...
Ooh, that's fun. Yes.
Or, no, this is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. Height over 2 plus...
Oh, nice.
Or I guess it's height over 4.
Sure.
And oops. Give these like a little bit of space.
Yeah. That's good stuff. I just wish it was more.
Yeah.
If I had more choices, I wish it was like they did more of a thing when they disappeared. Like maybe like they turn red for the 10 seconds before they disappear or something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, but this is nice. Like it settles into like a nice composition, right? And then slowly fades.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Like we should totally, yeah, for the next, we should just have these in our background or like under each of our avatars or something
Oh,
like
that's
that.
a fun idea. Yeah.
Where it's like representing us. All right. Yeah, you want to drive the
Yeah, well, I have the
roundup
text edit.
summary?
Yeah, so I can see what we said
Put
we
us
would
like
do.
side by side or something?
Yeah. So we said that we were gonna make a little. We're gonna set a deadline time, which we did. It's done. First, it was a Firebase cell. Now it's in Firebase. Definitely not a URL hash. No, thank you to that. We're not going to do an observable date time picker. We just handwrite it, which continues to be the case sort of. On page load, countdown to deadline time. That's true, but the deadline time is shared between all of us because it's from Firebase, right? So if you load the page, you're just counting down to whatever our global time is. And then how you ended up counting down. So basically Q5 runs in request animation frame or some equivalent thereof. So every time we did the latter, every time it runs, we just check what second we're currently at and do things based on that. And then we animate a tick by just running all the time, right? And changing things based on how many seconds there are left total or in the current minute or whatever. So we made not one, not 3, but 5 different timers over the course of 3 hours.
I think so, yeah.
And plus Hell on Earth is that's a total of 6. So 3 hours, 6 timers, that's a pretty good ratio to me.
I like it.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for hanging out, and thanks to everyone else, who's watched live or is watching in the future. We super appreciate it.
Most definitely. This was fun. Let's do it again soon.
Yeah, join us. We're not doing. So you're escaping the fiery depths of California, is that right?
I'm going to try this week. Yeah.
All right. So no stream.
Then hopefully I'll be back next week. Yeah, next Sunday maybe.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully see you again next Sunday. We can do some more. We'll see what mood we're in, but maybe some more data viz to get out of the real world, or maybe to understand it better. We'll see how we feel.
Yeah. We can check our pulse.
All right.
Then.
Thank you. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye.